Okay, my lovelies, we're going to do another one-pan dish, also chicken dish. Okay, this pan has already been heated up. I need to add some butter and some oil. And, I always mix them because I find that just using butter creates a burning situation pretty rapidly. And the only thing different here is that I'm using it's going to be creamy asparagus, using the last asparagus of summer. Leeks, as you know, I love leeks. I love my leeks. And tiny red potatoes. Maybe I'll take out this big one. But I'm not going to cut them. These are all going to be cooked in the same pan. And I'm saving a little bit of this green in case I want it. And dill. And cream. But it's the difference with the chicken is it's bone-in chicken breast halves with skin on. That allows you to cook longer. In fact, you have to cook it longer. And it's going to finish in the oven at 450, which is very high. I'm just turning it on now because my oven likes to shut down and thinks it's an emergency if it's 450 for too long without something inside. And it's not actually a smart stove or oven or either. So I need to salt, season as you do. I'm going to do the skin side down. So we start with this. Oh, I'm sorry. Start with the skin side. And we're going to, and by the way, using this is a dish for 2 people, but could be for one. For me, it's one. Half of it will be leftovers. I want to throw some water in here to see, cold water, to see if it's the right temperature. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're basically browning the skin side down. I was in the middle of a thought, and that thought was, okay, let's just turn that down to just over medium. And we're going to get that, no, let's keep it up. Timer, I'd say 4 minutes on each side. Let's see if I can do that with my timer. 2, 3, 4, start. Chicken breasts tend to be better when there's a bone in. And that's due to the flavor that comes out. But they do take a lot longer than skinless, chickenless, boneless breasts, or even just boneless breasts. So we're going to do that for, like I said, 4 or 5 minutes on each side. I'll be back after I've turned them. Okay, folks. Hope you can hear me with the sizzling going on. Chicken looks great. It's been browned on all sides. I did maybe only 3 minutes on one side and then another 2 minutes. Turn this down as quickly as you can. Cancel, get the heat going. Okay. Mine likes to turn off the oven when you do that. So I gotta go get it back up. It was only on its way to 450. It's only 335. Anyway, get your browned chicken breasts halves and the thinly sliced. You've seen this episode before where my heat is too high. So, and then you get that nice aroma. I'm just gonna add some Sorry, I have to get this all in so it cooks evenly. We got our leeks in to get that oniony flavor. I want all of it in there. Because that's providing part of the base notes, as onions and aromatics do. As you know, aromatics like garlic, onions, even celery is kind of considered one. So we want to get these thinly sliced so that they separate out. And these should saute for a couple of minutes, maybe 3, but you can tell by looking that, you know, the interior of these have separated out from the rings separate out. I guess I should use more precise terminology. You get them separated and you get them wilted down. Not burned, not brown, just separated. I've got a few brown ones in there because the pan was too hot. But we want to... Now, most of the fond, which is from the grilled or from the pan-seared chicken, has already come into this flavor mix. But the next stage here, I don't know, was this 2 minutes? Not really. But I don't want to overdo it. So we want to pick up any rest of the bits with a 1/4 cup of dry white wine. And then we want to continue cooking until the wine is gone. I'm using a fork here that happens to have butter on it, which is totally fine. We want almost all of that wine to evaporate. Alright, and then I'm also going to just take the woody ends off here, off these little asparagus. I don't like the white parts, but I'm not going to waste. Okay. Well, that one just fell apart. I don't think that was very good. This one I'm going to keep. And you know what? I'm just going to cut them, because they're so thin. I don't really love thin ones. I'm going to cut it in half. But if you have thicker ones, you could cut them into 2-inch pieces. Those go in near the end. Yeah, this white part's not good. But we're going to first see if our wine... Yeah, so that looks good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the chicken back in. And just a minute here. The oven's not up to temp yet. So I'll just turn that down a bit. Those look good. The aroma's nice, especially with butter and wine. I mean, that's kind of a French classic combination. Not saying this is French, I'm just saying that's a French combination. And I want to then nestle the chicken in here with the juices. Temperature is only up to 375 at the moment. I'm going to put the potatoes in. You have to add the potatoes now because you know they're going to take a while to cook. Same with the chicken. I'm going to do maybe half a cup of stock. Okay, that's probably a whole cup. Chicken stock. And we're bringing this back up to a boil. That's called a braise, by the way. Could be called a fricassee, because there's not a lot of liquid, but it's a braise. And these are so thin, I'm not going to add them until after the meat has cooked for about 20 minutes in the oven. I might have to chop up some more I keep losing my dill. Anyway, these are fine. I like the shape of them, but I kind of prefer thicker asparagus, but it's the end of summer. Oh, there's another potato. Okay. You can see it's starting to bubble. The temperature of the oven's not right yet. And we want to cook the potatoes with the onions in the same pan. This has to be oven proof. And ideally a lid that's oven proof. And I don't think my lid is oven proof. It has a plastic handle. So I'll probably put something else on it, but not right now. At the beginning, we just roast it. Braise it in the oven at 450. Just come to a boil. Anyway, trust me, at 4, when the oven's up to 440, putting it in the middle rack, and for 20 minutes. All right. Okay, folks, so I decided to leave the chicken in with the potatoes for 25 minutes because I don't want to overcook these tiny little baby asparaguses. Normally I would leave it in for like maybe 15 and put the big chunky asparaguses in, but these are tiny and I don't like mushy asparagus. So I have to find my gloves and bring this out. Oh, okay, that's a good look. My glass is steamed up. I'm going to throw these in and around, in and around, la 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 la. I'm actually going to even put in my some of the, I'm going to have to chop this up though. I'm going to put the dill in. Oh, remember how hot that is. Put the dill in. But I'm going to put, it'll burn. I'm not putting that in. I feel like I'm not sure there's enough liquid in there. Because at this stage, we want to be steaming the potatoes. Let's see. They're almost ready. Oh, they're really good. So I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid in. Gotta find it. Because we're going to steam it. It's been in there longer than I said, right? So let's add some liquid. And the thing is, I don't have an oven-proof. We're going to steam the asparagus together with the potatoes, which are pretty cooked. But since I don't have a lid that is oven-proof, and I've never needed one before, I'm putting this pan on top, and it's just going to be 5 minutes. I'm going to have, the asparagus will be done in 5 minutes, potatoes will be perfect. Okay, folks, it's been 5 minutes. Everything should be done to perfection. First I have to take out that hot tray, which is now hot. Remember, 450 degrees is hot. And then we take out our pan with our delicious, just al dente cooked vegetables. Turn the heat off immediately because you don't want problems. Also, try to remind yourself not to touch the pan. Now we're going to remove the chicken, which is nicely cooked, braised a little, and we're just going to add a quarter cup of cream. First I'm going to add some chopped dill so that the aromas can come out of it in the heat, like so. And then we're going to just stir, and you know, this is creamy, but a quarter cup is not very much. And you would do the same for 4 people, quarter cup, so maybe I did too much. But now we just kind of stir it all up. Like that. Maybe I want to reduce that cream a bit. Hold on. This is going to be the tricky part while I get this hot pan out of the baking tray out of the way. Put this on here, I guess. There's some cream here. And I want to cook it down a bit. It's too thin. Meanwhile, I start plating. Where's my plate? Plating for 1 here. And I'll take that one. This one, put aside. Cover it up. I'll put it in the sauce, actually. You know what? You could actually just put it in the sauce. Oh, you know what? That's the best way. Get it covered a little bit. And you don't even have to heat this up because the heat of the pan is already doing the trick of getting the cream thickened. But I'm just gonna bring that up a bit. Put this aside. This is all up to you, right? I kind of want to turn these in the cream sauce. Okay. It's coming up to a little simmer. You know, the trick is if you see there's a path. Where's my wooden spoon? If you see a path, you have a good sauce. I don't see that pathlet. I don't see much of a path here. Starting. I put too much cream in. Just needed a splash. So I'm reducing it. You know, it's good to know when you've made a mistake. So, I'll take this piece out. This one too. The skin's coming off. I don't want that. I want the skin to be crispy. So I'm putting it over on the other plate. And then we're just gonna hold on, turn this off. I'm getting a little confused. I'm not that usually this confused. Let's get a spoon. Remember how hot this is. I just touched it. Okay. I want creamy asparagus and potatoes on the plate. Quite like that. Remember I said this is just for two. And then, hold on. Well, you get the point. Where's the, let's just do a little cream on it. Okay, that's pretty. Good enough. I'll probably, I'll probably fool with this a bit to make a better scenario. You know, for instance, where's the asparagus on this dish? Here it is. Where's the cream? Where's the potatoes? Now I need to wipe it off around the rim. Let the cream sauce, which you know is full of chicken flavor, get a really nice piece of, you know, just do your thing. It's all good.